Right, in today's vlog, my friends, got a bit of a long drive because I'm going to take my all-electric car, the Porsche Taycan, from right here in Nottingham all the way over to Lowestoft, because it's going to be the start of a journey where we're going to chase the sun. Because tomorrow I'm going to chase the sun from Lowestoft all the way over to the west coast. So we're going from the furthest part of the east coast right over to the furthest part of the west coast. It's going to be fun, but before that I'm going to take you with me on the journey to Lowestoft. I'm in the barbers, by the way. I think that's a little bit obvious as I've got Baz the barber behind me here cutting my hair. You know, you do get some rap for my haircut, Baz, you do. He's not saying a word. Anyway, if you want your hair cutting like the MacMaster, then get yourself over to Baseford Barbershop and come and see Baz the barber. I've also got somebody behind me there as well, in the mirror. Can you come over and say hello? Can't see you. You've come to get your hair cut as well, haven't you? Come down this side of me, just here. He's come to see me off to Lowestoft. There we go, it's JB. It's Dave. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm hour and a half early, but I'm all right.
Now, do you know, I've picked, right? Just come this side, Baz. Right, I've got a gang here going on, right? You don't have to say it.
Let's do it.
Do you know that I've picked the busiest days of the year, to drive an electric car from the east coast to the west coast? I must be out of my tiny mind. So, if you're new to the channel, come on, like,
Subscribe.
click the,
little bell down there.
that's it.
It's early.
After 3. Now, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Just stop the music a minute, right? That last shot, that was absolutely terrible. I've got a bald patch. Nobody even told me about that. Looks like a map of Tenerife, Dave said. Anyway, come on, onwards. No product placement there then. Carry on. Right. Time to get him back. Hello. You all right, Dave? I've always wanted to be a barber and get him back. He was cutting my hair, so now it's my turn, isn't it? This is supposed to be a video about electric cars, but we'll have a little bit of fun. What do you want, Dave? Grade what?
2.
A grade 2 all over? Brilliant. Anything for the weekend, sir?
No.
Here we go. Are you ready? I'm all right at this. I'm not bad at this. I think it's looking all right.
Stop crying, Dave. You can wipe that blood up. All right.
I'm giving you a Mac cut, a MacMaster cut. Hey, yeah, I reckon I'm about done there.
It's not his turn in the old.
I'm done. Right, how's that? That all right for you, Dave? Is that all right? Sorry about your ear.
Yeah, very nice.
That all right? Anything for the weekend?
Yeah, do we?
There you go, new ear. Right, you all right, Dave? Sorry about that.
I'm here, and it's like this.
You're here. Right, I need to get to Lowestoft, but before we go to Lowestoft, right?
Yep.
I need a coffee, a little bite to eat, a sit down. We'll take you with me.
Yeah.
You're going to come with me? I think I need to treat you to a
I
coffee
think
after all
yeah,
that.
compensation at least.
Yeah, so we're going to have a quick coffee. I'm thinking, how about Porsche Nottingham? or Porsche Nottingham and get free coffee. It's not actually free really though, is it?
No, not really. It's a dear coffee, isn't it?
It's a dear coffee when you got by a Porsche to have it. So let's go over to Porsche,
Okay.
see what cars they've got in, have a coffee, have a biscuit, and then you can send me off to Lowestoft. Work out how many miles it is.
Sounds good to me.
No, but just before we go onwards, right? We've had a bit of a laugh. I've got a serious question to ask you.
Go on then.
Think about this one, and we'll talk about it when we get to Porsche.
Okay then.
Electric lorries. Electric lorries. Don't say anything.
Right.
Electric lorries. Come on, onwards. Right, okay, my friends. So let's get to Porsche Nottingham, or Porsche Nottingham. Why is this lady walking on the road? I need the road. 1 second. Let me get out of here. It's not walking on the pavement, it's walking on the road. I'm going to give you a bit of an update on basically what we've got in the car. So we've got 93% of battery, 203 miles of range. We're going to nip to Porsche first, have a coffee. I need to find out exactly how much a service is because my car's now done 37,274 miles and I need a service in about, I think that's about less than 3,000 miles now. Now the last service that I had, I think, was about 700 odd pounds, and that was at Porsche Leeds. I'm just going to see if Nottingham do it any cheaper and whether they can do me a deal on it. And also, unfortunately as well, this January I've got to reinsure my car. Now we all know that insurance policies for electric cars have gone through the roof because of certain things that have happened with them, supposedly car fires, etc. We know all about that. So the insurance companies have put insurance premiums up, but also across the board as well. They've increased the insurance policies right across the board because my daughter's ended up paying more. My girlfriend has ended up paying about £100 odd more for her diesel this year. So insurance companies are raking it in at the moment. They're taking the mickey, I reckon. Anyway, come on, onwards, let's get out of here. Right, so plan of action. We're going to go to Lowestoft. We're going to drive from the furthest point of the east coast to the furthest point on the west coast tomorrow on the shortest day of the year. Myself and Jeff Buys Cars. Jeff Buys Cars we're meeting up with later in Lowestoft. I've booked as a hotel for the night and then we're going to set off at sunrise. We've literally got to get to the furthest point on the west coast. Jeff Buys Cars will explain all this to you later, and we've got to beat sunset, so sunrise and sunset. Now the interesting thing is that we've only got a certain amount of time to get across from the east to the west, and that is going to prove difficult. Not for Jeff, because he can get straight there, obviously having a diesel or a petrol or whatever car that he's actually got. I, however, have got to charge for at least 30 to 40 minutes to have enough charge to get to complete my journey. The only issue is I've got 30 to 40, those 30 to 40 minutes are going to be imperative because the amount of time from sunrise to sunset literally is the time to get across there, including the 40 minutes for me to charge. So we'll go through all that with Jeff. So I'm going to find it very difficult. So I'm going to have to find a charging point that isn't taken up, that works okay and charges fast, and then get on my way to catch sunset. So it's going to be a close call. We're going to go through all the technicalities with Jeff Buys Cars later. Today's video, we're just going to get over to Lowestoft and work out and find out what the charging points are like, because it's the busiest time of the year at the moment when I'm filming this. So it's going to be absolutely insane and crazy. So it should give me a bit of an insight into what it's going to be like along my journey tomorrow with Jeff Buys Cars. Anyway, come on, onwards. Right, here we are, Porsche Nottingham. Go and get a free coffee. It's not free, is it? I always say that. It's definitely not free. Although I guess you could walk in off of the road and get a free coffee, but they might. In fact, I would say, I was going to say they'd turn the nose up at you, but I have to say, I don't think Porsche Nottingham would. I think they're really, really good, actually. They've always been great with me. I wonder whether I'm going to hit that bar there. It's not showing up on my sensors. I'm not going to push it. I don't want to dent in my car. Right, milk float off, and let's get in there for a coffee. Let's have a look at the cars as well. I can dream of a 911. Right. You know, it's amazing that I've actually got my own cameraman there waiting for me to get out of the car, and it's JB behind the camera with one ear. Let's get in there and go and have a coffee. Come on. Just look at this car. This is absolutely mental. This is right. This is a road legal 911. It says here, do not fit what, plinth plate? But look at all the air intakes here, right? Look at these all here, right? Now follow me this way. Come this way. Come here. There's more. Right. Look at the size of this spoiler on here. This is absolutely nuts. Just look at the depth of that, right? Just look at that. How mad is that? Absolutely nuts. GT3 RS. Now come around this side, look at this. Right. Absolutely mad. Roll cage in the back. There's actually, I don't think you can't see it through there really, but there's actually a roll cage in the back there. Unbelievable. And just look at these air intakes here. Look at that. Absolutely mad. Viennese World, Dave.
No, thank you. I'll leave those for you.
Can I have them for the journey?
You can have it for the journey.
Thank you. Right, Dave, so got a quote from my Taycan for a 40,000 mile service. Are you ready for this one? Do you want to guess how much it is for a 40,000 mile service on a Taycan?
40,000 mile service on a Taycan. There's not a lot you can do, is there, really? They've been electric. 355 quid.
Okay, so it does entail quite a little bit because they have to replace the window cleaner for the outer, which is basically the windscreen cleaner, the dust and pollen filter, they replace that, and also the brake fluid, and they check the battery compartment, which means they put it up on a ramp and they just check that there's no damage underneath, and that comes to a total of £671.40. So I wonder how much the window cleaner actually is, and the dust and pollen filter and the brake fluid. So I mean, it's actually cheaper than I believe it's cheaper than the one that I had done at my first service at Leeds. I think that was £750, the one at Leeds. So slightly cheaper.
But correct me if I'm wrong, I bet if you look at all those, they'll all be badged up Aldi.
Aldi. Oh, Audi.
Oh, not Aldi.
Aldi. Audi, probably.
Audi.
I mean, that's it basically. So there you go, £671.40 for a 40,000 mile service on a Porsche Taycan.
So you save the planet, but you bankrupt yourself. Fine.
I know what people are going to say. Should have got a Tesla.
Should have got a Tesla.
Right, if it's a bit windy, I do apologise, filming on my mobile phone. I've got to get to Lowestoft now. Right, just very quickly. Electric lorries.
Oh, yes.
What about them?
Well, they're coming in thick and fast now. You've got Renault, you've got Mercedes, they're all doing them. Apparently, they're good for urban work, cities and around that, they're great.
What's the range?
I think it's Renault's got one that's 500 odd kilometres.
500 odd kilometres.
Yeah.
Ah, but the big question is, how long does it take to charge?
And where do you charge it? Yeah.
Where do you charge it?
Yeah, there's that one.
Are electric lorries the future before I get to Lowestoft?
Hydrogen all the way, me.
Hydrogen. Controversial. Can you say onwards, my friend?
Onwards, my friends.
Right, okay, my friends. So, we have got 180 miles to go to Lowestoft. 3 hours, 14 minutes. We know that's not going to happen because I'm going to have to charge up. I could get there without charging. 195 miles of range, 89% of battery. 11 minutes past 2 arrival, and it's 10:57. So let's get to Lowestoft. What I want to do is I want to try and charge up on the public charging infrastructure just to see what it's like at Christmas time, at the festive season, because it is an absolute nightmare apparently. So there we go. So let's get out of here. I'm going the wrong way here. What's that? Am I going the right way here? No, there we go. Go right, that's it. Okay, so let's get on the road and let's get on the way and let's get to Lowestoft and go and meet Jeff Buys Cars. Right, so just had a message off Jeff Buys Cars. He's getting the train now. He's on the train, picking up his car. Not sure what it is yet. And then he's going to head to Lowestoft from there. Interesting as well, because he's told me that he's had an email off of a viewer called Morag. And if you watch the electric car videos that I do, you will know that Morag is the ultimate evangelist. And what she's doing is, she basically goes on to any of my videos saying the opposite of what I say. So if I say that electric cars aren't the future, which is what I believe, she goes on and puts a massive great long comment to say why electric cars are the future and that I'm basically lying and I don't have a clue. But this time she's being a little bit more underhanded, because what she's doing now is, and Morag, I know you're going to be watching this this episode, you are now going into all the comments, because some of my viewers have told me, and going into the thread of the comment and talking to other people on their comments, trying to get past me so that I don't see them. And I can't understand why she's actually doing this. It's somebody who is a member of the public, supposedly not being paid by the powers that be, spouting off about electric cars and why they are the future, and I can't get my head around it. I'm going to ask Jeff when we get there what his opinion actually is on her, but she is the ultimate evangelist and loves her electric car. She's got an MG and she basically counteracts whatever I say. Now, I've owned an electric car, I believe, for longer than Morag. Morag, correct me if I am wrong, but she's saying that I'm wrong, electric cars are the future, and I'm out to make the fact that electric cars aren't the future, and I'm lying about it. I've even had people say that I'm actually paid by big oil and the major oil corporations to promote the fact that electric cars are rubbish. Now, that's absolutely absurd. Believe me, if BP, Shell or Texaco or whoever want to sponsor me and pay me to say how naff electric cars are, then I'm happy, I'll take it. Just drop me an email and sponsor me. Happy days, I'll do that. But at the moment, I'm not sponsored. I'm just telling you my experiences with electric cars, and it's the infrastructure a lot of the time that lets it down, but also the fact there's other negatives about them as well. Like the weight of the car, for instance. A lot of the weight of the car, the energy that you're using to actually power the car, you're using the energy to carry the heavy batteries, so it doesn't make any sense at all. And I've said it time and time again, and I'll say it again now, and listen to me on this. Your presidents, your prime ministers, your governments are telling you to drive electric cars like this, or an MG, or cheaper versions of it. They're still not cheap, but they're not doing it themselves. They're still flying around in their jets. They're still being chauffeured around in their gas guzzling Range Rovers, yet they tell you to drive an electric car to save the environment. They're not saving the environment. So to me, in my opinion, it's nothing to do with saving the environment at all. I've said it all along, and I'll say it again. It's all about control. That's it, in my opinion, but I could be wrong. Right, quick update for you. So 69% of battery, 150 miles of range. We've got 130 miles to go to Lowestoft. 2 hours and 16 minutes left to get there. I'm thinking what I might do is, because I need full range to get from Lowestoft over to the furthest point on the west, which Jeff Buys Cars is going to tell me the whole sort of like route later on exactly. We'll get him to explain all that. I'm thinking what I might do is just wait till I get to Lowestoft. It's going to be tight, I think, but try and find somewhere to charge in Lowestoft. Then I've got a full range, as close to 100% battery as I possibly can when I start off tomorrow to head west, because that's what I need. I've literally got no more than 40 minutes to play with along the way, because of otherwise I'm going to miss sunset. So I think sunrise is about 8 o'clock, and then I've got half an hour to play with to 40 minutes, but we'll go through all the technicalities, that's the word I'm looking for, with Jeff Buys Cars. He's got all them. He's done all his research. He's into his Excel spreadsheets and his charts and all that, and he'll have done all that, so we'll know exactly what we've got to do. Right, come on, onwards. Now then, question for you, not car related, not electric car related. Stilton there, right? That junction takes you to Stilton. Is Stilton where the cheese came from? Did Stilton, the cheese, come from Stilton? Or did it come from Melton Mowbray? There's a cheese that comes from Melton Mowbray. I know Melton Mowbray is famous for its pork pies, but I'm pretty sure Stilton came from Melton Mowbray and not Stilton. Or am I wrong? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm pretty sure Stilton came from Melton Mowbray, and I thought it came from Stilton. Don't know. Pop it in the comment section. Don't Google it though. Do not Google it. Don't cheat. Let me know your own answer. Right, okay, so a little bit of an update. By the way, I'm on the A14 going down to Thetford towards Norwich, etc. 9 miles to junction 38, and my car just started veering all over the road. I thought, what's all that about? Something wrong with the car, but it isn't. It's the actual road. There's like tracks in the road of where it's obviously been worn, and my car's like dragging from side to side in it, which was a bit scary actually. I'm thinking, what's going on? But it's weird, isn't it? It makes you wonder as well, because lots of people on all the forums, etc., say the weight of these electric cars, that the roads can't handle the weight of all the electric cars, so the road's getting damaged a lot quicker because the roads aren't made for the weight of these cars. Now, it also makes you think, is there any truth in that? Because we've got lorries that are on the road which weigh even heavier than electric cars. So is it all spin, that? Is it all fake news? We don't. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. But mate, I'm in a bit of a dilemma because I need the little boy's room, I need a wee, and I'm at 49%, 109 miles of range. Now you'll get all the evangelists saying, see, you need to stop off anyway to have a wee and a comfort break, so that's when you charge. Yeah, but I need a wee, get in, get out, get in my car and get off. I don't need to be waiting around for people to get off charges, etc. So I don't know, I may have to pull in at some point because I don't want to be driving cross-legged, so we shall see. Right, well, I'm going to stop for a quick wee. I think I've stopped here before, have I? Oh, Starbucks and Greg's. I'm going to stop for a quick wee here, and then, oh my word, we've got an electric car next to me, an MG. Morag will be getting excited if she sees that. Right, here we go, we'll pull backwards. An electric MG. What happened to the really nice MGs, like the little MG midget or whatever it was, and now we've got these electric. Oh god, and the guy in it, yeah, he looks like an EV owner, an evangelist. Yep, and he's got his glasses on his forehead and he's trying to work out, looking at his screen. He'll have his sandwiches packed in a little box, crusts cut off, and he'll be off to the swingers party later. Right, toilet, and then we'll get back on the road again. He's still messing with his MG, with his electric toy. Yo, Morag, let's try and get a shot of it for you, Morag. Oh, right, come on, onwards. 80 miles left to go, 1 hour and 31 minutes. MG. What has happened to cars now? Honestly, I used to look at cars and used to think, as a child, you'd think, oh yeah, you know, it'd be like, they'd be sexy, wouldn't they? Whacking great pothole there. They'd be sexy, you'd love them. You'd want for one when you grow up. When I grow up, I'm going to have a 911. When I grow up, I'm going to have an MG or whatever, an MG midget or whatever. But now, HGV lane only. Well, how am I supposed to get through then? How do I get out of here? I've got to go through the petrol station part of it. Hang on, where's this guy going? I just want to get out. I just want to get out, thank you. There we go. Let's get back on the road. Ha! Electric car going through a petrol station. Oh, if only. Look at them all. Do you know what? Who would have thought that was a great idea? Going into a petrol station, filling up with fuel, paying and getting on your way. Paying with cash as well if you want, because with electric cars you can't do that. you've literally got to pay with card or with an app. Right, let's get out of here. Acceleration, which is one good thing this car's good at. Let's get out of here anyway. But cars, I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again, and it's like, I love the Ford Capri, and the new one, it looks abysmal. I mean, just leave it alone. If you're going to make naff electric cars, give them a different name. Don't try and fool us by calling them the Ford Mustang, because we're not that thick that we actually think, oh, it's a Ford Mustang, yeah, we'll have one of those. Always wanted a Ford Mustang, because it doesn't look like a Ford Mustang. It looks just like a box. Anyway, that's my rant over. Let's get there, get charged up. 105 miles of range, 47% of battery, and 79 miles to the destination. So should have about 20 miles left, which is good, because then we can find a charger at Lowestoft, charge up, get fully charged, no pun intended. Anyway, come on, onwards. Less said about fully charged, the better. I've got to say, there's one thing that I love about electric cars. Now, it takes me a lot to actually admit this. However, I do like the instant torque of electric cars. When you put your foot down, there is no lag. It literally just launches you into the back of the seat. And that's with most electric cars. The underpowered Polestar that I did a review of, not so much, but that was the less powerful Polestar. Apparently there was a more powerful one that I should have used, but I love the actual instant acceleration and torque of it. But on the flip side, the crazy thing is the power that these give out. Should we be giving youngsters and young people who's just passed their test electric cars with this much power? Should they be limited? With limited bikes, if you have an electric bike in this country, they are, oops, you want to go there, they are limited, but they're not limiting cars. You can give a person or a youngster that's just passed their test, or anyone really that's just passed their test, an electric car that launches you from 0 to 60 in 3 to 4 seconds. Should we be limiting them for people that's just passed their test? That's actually a valid question, and rather sensible for me actually. Pop it in the comment section down below what you think. Hello, Jeff buys cars.
Oh, the MacMaster.
How are you?
Oh, very well. How are you?
I'm good. You are on camera. Am I on camera?
You are on camera.
Oh, we're both recording each other. Well, that's the legalities covered. Now then, the big question is, don't tell me, have you got a car that is going to get you from Lowestoft, and I keep saying to people, to the furthest point on the west coast, because I don't know where we're going?
I don't know where we're going either. We should probably look at this. Yeah, I'm pretty confident this car's going to do all right, actually.
Is my car going to do all right? I've not had it serviced because it was 600 odd quid.
600, what was the quote? £671.
Yeah, but to be fair, that was to replace the washer fluid, clean the windows, replace the brake fluid that hasn't really been used because of the regenerative braking, and check the battery compartment underneath to make sure there's no dents in it, which will take all of about probably a minute. Well, I could do that with a mirror.
I think you've been taken for a ride.
See what you did there? Taken for a ride. Brilliant. I mean, there you go.
I'll tell you something funny, right? You know I sent you that picture of me with my little suitcase on the train?
Yeah.
Guess where I left my suitcase?
Oh no, you didn't leave it on the station, did you?
I left it on the train, but amazingly, I got it back.
How did you get it back? Come on, tell me how you got it back.
Basically, I was listening to your voice note as I climbed off the train, and I was holding a coffee, and I never, ever, ever take a suitcase on a train with me. Whenever I'm collecting cars, I've got my rucksack, and that's usually it. So I grabbed my rucksack, I grabbed my phone, I grabbed my coffee, and I got off the train. So I didn't realise until I was in the car with the gentleman who picked me up that I'd left my suitcase. I then, what did we do? Oh, I went back to the station, and they said, oh yeah, we'll see what we can do. Then we left. They phoned me and said, don't worry, we've got it. We picked it.
They picked it up?
Suitcase.
Somebody had actually handed it in then? I think you're breaking up a bit there.
I can't believe that we've only just started and the phone problems have already been done.
Do you know what? The phone signal over the last year has got worse. Yet there's more 5G masts been put up.
Unbelievable.
And the phone signals got worse.
Yeah. So we'll see what we can salvage from that section of video. But yeah, basically I left it on the train and then I did manage to get it back, which is good because that was all my clothes.
Oh, that's good then. What you're saying is you've got clean underwear for the journey.
I have, which is a result. Whereabouts are you then, sir?
I am 46 miles outside of Lowestoft.
Of where?
Of Lowestoft.
Oh, okay, so you're quite a bit ahead of me then.
Yeah, but I'm going to go and film something first. I thought I'll get to Lowestoft, the actual seaside, try and find a charger, film some fish and chips, and then go and meet you, and then eat again later with you and do some stuff. So I'm cool. I can go and find a charger is my main thing, because I need a full charge to beat you, because we've only got 40 odd minutes. I've literally got 40 minutes to play with tomorrow before I miss sundown, which we won't see anyway because of the clouds.
Yeah, well, we won't talk about these clouds. Yeah, there's not much in it, is there? I just went to indicate to change lane and accidentally adjusted my electronic steering wheel.
Ooh, electronic steering wheel. Okay, I'm intrigued now. I'm going to guess that it is. I'm going to guess that it's I'm going to guess. I'm going to hazard a guess. It could be an Audi. But then
guessing, or the phone line is breaking. I think it's the latter.
I'm here. I'm going to guess that it's an Audi.
An Audi? Well, we will see in about, I think, 4 hours, mine said.
So you're going to be, well, that's fine, because I've got stuff to do. So I do need to charge. But tomorrow, I am out, and I'm on the side of the evangelists. And once again, I'm going to try and prove that the electric car can win the game.
Well, it should do, but we'll go through all the numbers and we'll do that chat later on. Are you looking forward to this?
I am looking forward to it. It's going to be easier, not as difficult as John O'Groats to Land's End, not as more so than the Wales one as well, because that put me on edge because of the infrastructure in Wales. The only difficulty is that we are doing this on the busiest day of the year, so it's going to be difficult. That's going to be the that's going to be the point. I need a charge point that is free to charge, get on, charge and go, because my ultimate objective is on this one, being a little selfish, is I just want to get to where we're going and have a drink, and then that's it. And
I fully agree. I fully agree. The bit that concerns me is the roads east to west are not motorways and not particularly fast, and the traffic. So I think we could be in for an interesting day, put it that way.
Well, I'm going to put something out here. We normally follow the same route. I nearly said route then. Normally follow the same route. However, I want to, if you're okay with this, I want to go with my ways to try and get me there and give me an advantage over you.
All right. Well, I've got an old-fashioned sat-nav, and I'm going to use that. So that'll be an interesting test as well. Can a man in an electrical car with a modern mapping app get to a destination faster than a man in an old car with an old-fashioned TomTom?
You've got a TomTom? Blimey! Good grief! That must be that must be an old sat nav.
Yeah, exactly. I'll wash the dust off it, and that's what I'm going to use. But I'm feeling good about it. I'm looking forward to it. I think after Birmingham, it'll be all right.
Well, I could have been with a chance of this, because Waze goes with live traffic updates. I don't think your TomTom will do that.
No.
So, ha! I'm armed with a secret weapon.
We will see. But I'm looking forward to doing the pre-trip chat on this one's going to be interesting as well, because there's a lot of variables for this one, aren't there? It's not going to be a straightforward thing. So I'll see you in about 4 hours. I look forward to some fish and chips.
Excellent. Well, I'm gonna go and get some fish and chips, but I probably won't eat them all, because I'm gonna have some more later with you.
See if you can find us somewhere scenic with maybe a harbour and some water or something.
I shall try my. It's Lowestoft. I'll try my best.
I've never been. I'm picturing the Costa del Sol. I hope it looks like the Costa del Sol.
If you close your eyes, then maybe.
Right, in that case, I'll see you in a bit.
Catch you later. Drive carefully in your Audi, if that's what it is.
I will. I'll drive very carefully in my Audi.
All right. See you later. Ta-da.
Bye.
Bye. Right, there we go. Jeff buys cars. Am I right? Has he got an Audi? I'm looking forward to this, because Waze, I've got live traffic information. Maybe technology will save me with the electric car this time, and also tell me which charge points on here are in use, etc. Maybe this time technology will save the electric car. Who knows? Don't forget, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you've not already, and don't miss the next exciting installment of driving from east to west, chasing the sunset. Well, sunrise and sunset, chasing the sun. Come on, onwards. Right, you know what? I am now at Great Yarmouth. So I think I'm going to actually stop here for a little bit, see if I can find somewhere to charge around here, just have a little break, and then head on over to Lowestoft, take you guys with me, and we'll go and meet Jeff buys cars. But I'm just going to have a little stopover in Great Yarmouth and just have a little break here, see if I can have a little snackette and find somewhere to charge here as well, because it's saying there's a charger here in Great Yarmouth, and Great Yarmouth I kind of like. Right, ironically my battery ran out on my GoPro. That's because batteries, they're a little bit, you know, they're a little bit iffy, aren't they, batteries? And it was only at 8% and it cut off because of the battery. You can't trust batteries. Now then, I'm going to have a wander around Great Yarmouth, go and see what there is. I'll see you guys in a minute, then we'll go and charge. You're going to ask me why I'm not charging now, because I want to come to the seafront, get a little bite to eat, go for a little boy's room, and then get on the road to Lowestoft and go and meet Jeff, because we're just outside of Lowestoft where we're staying. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Right, okay, I am back, sorted. I tell you what, that was a close call. Anyway, nearly got a parking ticket, but the guy let me off, so there we go. Right, okay, so let's find a way out of here now and get over to Lowestoft and meet up with Jeff Buys Cars and get a good night's sleep, have a couple of beers, that's it, because we're driving tomorrow. Oops, that's not the way out, is it? There we go, that's bollarded off. Hang on, just want to get out of here. What I'm going to try and do first is charge up and then go and meet Jeff. Jeff's going to be another hour anyway, so it gives me time to charge up and get ready for tomorrow. I just need to find a charging point that is near the Premier Inn that we're actually staying in. So there we go. Right, where am I going here? Am I going left or right? I'm going turn left. Okay, turning left. Okay, so come on, onwards my friends. Right, so I can see a McDonald's over there and a Pizza Hut and a Tesco, so I'm actually going to pop over to, and please check range has just come on as well, so I'm actually going to go over there. I've got another 7.5 miles to go to the hotel, but I'm going to go and try and find a charge point just here, because there's also a Marston's as well, and normally you get chargers there. So I'm going to test my luck, and I'm going to get all the evangelists saying, huh, I think you'll find that you didn't plan your journey. Well, I don't want to plan my journey, I just want to find a charger. Pull over and find a charger. Now, there's got to be one here. Anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed for me. Right, so there's a bank of Osprey chargers here, so hopefully these should work. Let's have a look. Ugh. Right, so electric vehicle rapid charging, none of these are working, so back in the car and let's try and find some more. Should have planned your journey, should have got a Tesla, should have got a petrol car or a diesel and just nipped into the service station over there and filled up. Come on. Right, okay, so that's not, they're not in working order, so let's switch the car back on. Hang on, switch on. Milk float on, come on. Yes, please check range, I know. Where's the nearest charge point? Fingers crossed. Come on.
Fingers crossed in London. Would you like to start route guidance?
No. No. Where's the nearest charge point? Shh. Shh.
Powered Point Tesco Extra Great Yarmouth, 50 kW in Great Yarmouth.
No.
Would you like to start route guidance?
No, I want the 150 kilowatt one, which is a half a mile away.
Gapton Hall.
But Jeff Buys Cars here. Right, Jeff, how are you?
I'm great, Lee. I am. I'm so good.
You're good. Good, I'm not.
Brilliant. What's going on?
I'm trying to charge up, but I've got to a bank of Osprey chargers in Great Yarmouth, which is about 6 miles away from the hotel. And I'm just recording it now, and they're all not working. They're all dead.
Really?
Yeah. So, I'm going to go and try and find some more. It might be that they're new. There is a skip next to them, so I don't know whether they've just installed them. But then there's another one that's half a mile away, but it's on a limited access road, so I may not get down there.
You'll be right. You've just had your battery inspected. Oh, no, you didn't. You didn't have your... Oh, hang on. I'm not filming. Bugger. I've got to film. Oh, I'm going to call you back because it's good. I'm going to call you back. Hang on.
Okay.
I didn't click the button. Right.
He's going to call me back. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a minute. I'll talk to Jeff, and I'll see you in a minute. Right, now, I found a pod point in Tesco round the corner. The only problem is you can't pull either side of it. And my high-powered charge point is on the left. So, I don't know whether it's actually going to reach or not. That's the problem. And I don't know whether it's a high-powered one either. So we can give it a go. Here we go. Let's have a look. Let's pull in. You know, the problem is with these charge points, cars are putting the chargers on the front, the chargers on the side. I think actually, in all fairness, the Nissan Leaf, where it's actually on the front, is the best place to put a charger. The charging connection. Right, okay. Let's park up and let's go and see whether this actually reaches. Milk float off. Come on. Right. No. I've pulled it in this way because my charger's there, so it won't fit. If I pulled it in forward, I wonder whether it'll reach if I pull up forwards, and then if I pull it round this side. I don't think that's going to work either. I don't think that's going to work. No. Oh, blast. Right, okay. Gonna have to try and find another one. Pop that one back. It's only 50 kilowatt anyway, so we need a higher powered, but there's an issue. Can't get the charger in. Come on, onwards. Right, I don't know whether you can see me now. Actually losing light. So we're going to try and go to another one on a retail park. It says limited access, so fingers crossed that'll be all right. So come on, onwards. Right, now the problem I've got is I'm at the retail park, but I don't know where the charge points are now. So I've got to drive around and find the charge points, which is the issue, isn't it? That's the thing. I may have to ask. Maximum stay 3 hours. Come on, where are the chargers? We need the charge points. It doesn't tell you. Right, here we go. Charging hub with McDonald's. So could have a coffee while I'm waiting. Let's pull in here, make sure I'm all right there. Okay, don't know how much this is going to be, but let's get charged up. Here we go. Let's have this. Come on. Now then, what's it powered by? Whose is this? Gapton Hall EV hub. Have it. There we go. That'll do. Milk float off. Let's go charge up. Right, okay, choose payment method. Choose your charger first. So that's what we want. Then choose a payment method. So select payment method, card payment. Okay, choose an option, start charging. But do you put the charger in first? Choose A or B, plug it in and then press start. So we need to plug it in first by the looks of it. So, or do we just press start charge? Oh, error. We apologise for any inconvenience. Okay, let's try plugging it in first and then we'll give it a go. There's a few more charges, so we're all right. Let's plug it in first. Good grief, that's heavy. Pop that in there. Get in. There we go. Okay. Right, select card payment. Choose an option, start charge. Initiating card identification. So the operation will reserve £25 on your contactless card. So let's give that a go. Okay, select your connector. There we go, select that. Connect your vehicle and press the start button. So I'm going to press start. Now the problem is here is, it's going to take £25 off of you, which it sort of like reserves on your card. Now you don't get that back. Say you only put £10 worth of electricity in and it's taken £25 off of you. Sounds like it's doing something. Then you're not going to get that back for a few days. They keep that. That's the issue. I've had that before where I've only put like a tenner in and they've kept that authorization cost. There we go. Okay, so it's charging. So I'm going to get a coffee inside McDonald's and wait for this to charge now. Hopefully it won't take too long. 79 kilowatts. Doesn't tell you how much kilowatts though, does it? Per kilowatt. Doesn't tell you the price. Where's the price? Oh, no, hang on. Up to 75 kilowatt. Peak 150 kilowatt when single EV is connected. So you get less if another EV is connected to you. But I'm getting 133. Should be all right. 132. Okay, there's another few vehicles over there. It's not telling me the price though. That's the thing. Where's the price? How much is it? Right, it's 4:46. It's finished charging. How much? £54.54. What? That's just gone off. £54.54. That's just said. Mental. Right, let's get it unplugged. Get in there. It's 69p per kilowatt. Look, there we go. Let me just change the aperture for you there. Look, 69p per kilowatt. Right, there you go. Look, Blair Witch. Where are they? They're coming for us. He's in the woods. I don't know. I've gone nuts from the price. 54.54. 230 miles of range now. 100% charge. 7.9 miles to the hotel, so you're not going to see much on the way back. We'll go and see Jeff, and I'll see you in a minute when we get to the hotel. I'm in shock. That's mental. I'm in shock. £54.54. I'm in shock. That's absolute. That's, I mean, at least Dick Turpin wore a mask. Where the heck do these evangelists, unless they're charging at home, think that this is the future? They must be out of their minds if they've got one. Right, okay, Premier Inn in Lowestoft. I know I stay in all the best places, me. Let's find Jeff buys cars, and then find out what car he's actually got for tomorrow's journey. And then we can have a beer and relax, and he can tell you a little bit about where we're actually going to go, what route, etc. Well, we know what route we're going to do. I'm going to do Waze, and he's going to go with his TomTom. So hopefully technology will win this time. Anyway, let's go and find Jeff buys cars. Right, action! Pretend that you've not walked in already, Jeff.
I didn't walk in already.
You didn't walk in already. Here he is.
Again, look, I've got my suitcase.
You've got your suitcase.
Left it on the train early, didn't I?
You are Jeff Buys Cars.
I am.
Your surname is Buys Cars.
Thank you.
Because I couldn't do it as two separate.
I did
well, you
buy-
could be Jeff Buys as your middle name and then Cars.
Well, I did buy a car today and all.
What did you buy?
It's a secret.
These ladies have been waiting for you here. Do you want to say hello to your friends?
Hi!
These
ladies.
These are the best ladies of any Premier Inn that I've been to.
The most westerly point was Penzance from the most easterly point.
Depends. To be honest, there's a few different ways of looking at it, but
Like that?
Yeah, you could look at it like that, Or you could go, I don't want to go to Penzance because we've done that before. So I reckon it is the one in St David's, but we haven't booked a hotel yet. So if it's up for debate, then it's up for debate.
No, I just thought if you were doing from the most easterly point to the most westerly point, it was Lowestoft to near Penzance. So that's what I thought. That's Top Gear done it, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, yeah. But Top Gear's already done that. You don't want to copy
And
people,
we
do
have
you?
the Harley Davidsons do it every year.
I also don't
Do
want
you? To Penzance?
About 60 Harley Davidsons start here.
Yeah.
Leave about 3, 4 in the morning from the most easterly point and
Yeah.
go to Penzance.
Right, so either all of those people are going to the wrong point or we are.
What car have you got, Jeff?
What car have I got? Do you actually want to know?
Yeah.
He did say you was going to gift me a Mini.
Yeah, he's overpromised and I will underdeliver.
You've literally walked into this, haven't you?
Yeah.
You're just going to check in quietly.
Didn't know I was keeping cars on.
The travel lodge is down the road. Get them keys back.
They are making a fair point, though, but I don't want to go to Penzance. It's miles away.
It is.
Well,
That
is there
road is
another
bad.
point that you can go to? Is there a north?
Well, look, I
Is
thought
there
it
a
was.
north or a
I
south
thought it was
point?
the lighthouse at St David's in
Well, is there a
Pembrokeshire.
north point and a south point now? Most.
Well, there's different points in there, but we'll have a little Wikipedia tonight, and if we're really wrong, then we're going to do it anyway because that's what we've planned.
Stick
I'm
to your
pretty
plans.
confident it's the lighthouse on the end of Pembrokeshire.
Oh.
Anyway.
I'll have a little Google.
Have a look on. Have a little Google. Have a little Google.
Can you say see you in a minute?
See you in a minute.
Jane and Karen.
Jane and Karen.
Jane and Karen. Right, Jane and Karen. So,
Jane and Karen are loving it.
Jane and Karen are great. Look at Jane and Karen. Look at Jane and Karen. What car's he got, Jane and Karen? What car's he got? What do you think?
Porsche.
No,
Oh.
he wouldn't have a Porsche.
Oh, you got an
What
old
have you
one.
got?
No,
What have
what's
you
your
got?
husband got?
Jane,
My husband's got a Mac,
Oh, okay. Which one? A good one.
a little white one.
A little white one. Fair enough.
Right,
A little
what have you
white
got, Jeff?
sporty one.
What have I got? I am driving a 3-litre diesel BMW X5.
An X5?
Yeah.
That's a massive car.
Yeah, it's huge.
How many fill-ups are you going to have to do?
I've just filled it this evening. It's got a 90-litre tank.
90
90 litres.
How much did that cost you to fill up?
120 quid.
120 quid. And I was. How many miles is that going to get you though?
More than 600.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Well, I paid 50. Was it 50 pounds?
50 pound for 200 miles.
Yeah.
So I've effectively put the equivalent of 3 charges in my car. But I'm going to be held back by fuel economy and the fact that it weighs 2.6 tons.
How much does mine weigh?
For once, we're almost. I know yours is 3 point something, isn't it?
I think mine's 3 point something.
Yours was 3.6 or 3.8, wasn't it? So your Taycan is still heavier than my. I've got an SUV this time.
Mine's heavier.
Yeah.
Right. So tomorrow we're going to be driving from the. We're on the east, aren't we? From
Yeah.
the east, and we're going to chase the sunrise all the way down to the sunset on the west. Not the most westerly point.
Technically, the most westerly point is Cornwall, but we've done that. So we're going to Pembrokeshire, which is pretty flipping west.
Yeah,
So-
in Wales.
St David's.
Wales?
Wales.
Yeah.
Got to get to the lighthouse at St David's, Pembrokeshire.
You're always taking me to lighthouses.
I like a lighthouse.
I'm not going in the middle of the sand this time, am I?
You won't be there on time.
I probably won't, actually. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Right, so, where's all this going? I'll tell you what. Do you know how we finish this one, right? Right, I'll tell you how we finish this one. Right, you ready? Okay, I want you to say like, subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
And I want you to say click that little bell for notifications.
Click that what?
Click that little bell
Click that little bell
for notifications
for notifications
of when you upload new videos.
when
I upload new videos.
this man uploads new videos.
Also subscribe to Jeff Buys Cars, who will be on the end.
Also, subscribe to Jeff Buys Cars, him on the end.
Him on the end. And I'll see you guys.
These girls are good. You should put them on the payroll.
I reckon we should. Yeah. We'll see you. Is Lenny Henry anywhere?
I don't. We gotta go find him.
He goes to Travelodge, really.
You can't.
Got the wrong
Might
one.
have to beep that bit out.
I thought it was Ainsley Harriott.
Ainsley Harriott. I don't know.
He's the chef.
Stay there 1 second. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Say subscribe.
Subscribe and click the bell end for notifications.
That's it. Ooh.